Hi there, welcome to another series in our videos specifically for the electric wholesalers. Today we're going to be talking about a couple of accessories that we've got here available from D-Link. So we've got a range of GaN chargers and we've got a range of power banks. So if we start off with the GaN charger, GaN stands for gallium nitride, and what that basically means is that these are super fast chargers. So Mark has our 65 watt version of in his hand over there. He'll go through the handy nature of that device in a second. Just to mention before we hand over, there are also 100 watt, 140 watts, and then we have a Big Daddy 240 watts GaN charger available. And the advantage of the bigger devices is obviously the capacity to charge more devices at the same time. Even with the device that Mark has in his hand at the moment, as long as you're going USB to USB-C, you can get 65 watts out of the charger, which is enough to power an everyday laptop. Mark?
Yeah, so as Alan was saying, this is our GaN chargers. This is the DCP651. Out of the box, it looks like this. It is a device with no plug. The great thing about them is they come with different travel options. So we've got obviously UK type G power supply, we've got a European type 2 prong, and we've got a couple of other variants of the power supplies if needs be. For this purpose, I'm going to use the UK one, and it is easy as literally snapping that to the device. With its USB-A port and 2 USB-C ports, I can charge multiple devices at once. So for example, I can plug one into my USB-A here, I can plug this into my headphones, I can now grab my phone and plug this into the device at the same time. So I've got multiple devices charging at the same time. And this is as simply as getting these devices connected and then plugging it into the wall. The great thing about the GaN charger is the ability to fast charge devices. So you're not waiting hours for your mobile phone to be charged or for your device. Why is that important? Time is money. So when you're on the go, whether you're working on site with customers or if you're at home, you've got an important appointment, you can make sure that your device is charged and ready to go for when you are.
It's just important to remember that the limitations of USB-A only allow 22 watts, but USB-C is up to 65. So with these devices, you plug the device that you want to charge up the quickest into the USB slots, and then a device that maybe has a smaller battery, plug that in via the USB slot there. So if we move on to power banks, Mark has the DPP101, which is the smaller of our two power banks. It's a 10,000 milliamp battery. Again, like the GaN charger, it has quick charge facilities. The other version, the DPP201, which is the larger model, has a 20,000 milliamp battery in it, so double the capacity. Even this smaller device still has enough charge to power up your mobile phone up to 3 times before it needs to be charged up again. So it's still a very large battery in there. So Mark, if you want to...
Yeah, I can show off the device quickly. So the DPP101 is the smaller of the power banks that we have. There is a button on top here and you can press it and the battery status appears. So it's got a nice little LED telling us how much charge is left within the device. This little device here has one USB-A port and one USB-C port to allow the fast charging of certain devices if they allow it. But as a nice compact little unit, this can fit in your pocket or in your bag, doesn't take up too much space.
Thanks for joining us for this swift video on the GaN chargers and power banks. We'll see you in the next video.